This Saturday morning rise and shine open to everyone today, not just channel members. Let's adjust that just a little bit. See who all's going to join me today. See if this thing is even working. Been having some issues with YouTube lately. Live's not working. Live working, but sound's not working. Let's see what today has in store for us. Jump in here, let me know you're here. Clean this up a little. There's Jason. Good morning. You can hear me? Hey, that's a good sign. Looks like everything's working. Dwayne, good morning. Wade Turner, Crown Vic Racing, good morning. It is a nice Saturday. Weather's nice here. Everything going well. Brian, good morning. Terry, good morning. Hope everyone's doing well on this nice weekend. I've been trying to get a few things packed up for the shop to get moved. Been getting some orders out. Building stair rails, nice. Like for like trim work inside a house, or like for a deck, porch. Shame I'm at work instead of tree stand. Yeah, hear that. The only thing I really ever enjoyed about hunting was the peacefulness. What's up, Whiskey Rebel? Been a minute. Mike Carter, good morning. Scott, good morning. Also, Scott, while you're in here, I think I may have a glitch in my shipping system. You ordered some oak. I thought I sent it to you, but my system says I didn't. Could you clarify whether you have or have not received the oak that you ordered, my friend? Get them priorities in line, Jason. Nothing moving around my deer stand. Yeah, that's still not a bad day though. Never received the oak. Okay, Scott, I'll get them out today. I could have swore I sent those out, but you know, my brain is so flaky half the time. I never know if I'm thinking right or not. Oh, you're going to send mine out soon. If your order is in there, I will send it out. I don't recall right now that I have sent them out, but I'll make sure and double check when we get off here. Bad day in the stand, still better than any day at work. Yeah. There's Joe Stillwater. Good morning, brother. Archery bear season here. STC site says it has not shipped. Okay, Bubba. Yeah, there's some automations on the website. When I print out a shipping label, it changes the status of the order from processed to shipped, but sometimes it doesn't do it, and I don't know why, but sometimes I send double orders out, and that's okay if it happens, but someone will email me and say, hey, you sent me 2 of this thing, and it's not that big a deal. I just tell people to keep it. It ain't worth trying to have people send them back to me or whatever. Brian, good morning. Richard, good morning. I see there's a message held for review. I don't even mess with those. It seems like every time I check a message that's been held, the chat gets stuck, so I don't even mess with it anymore. I'll get that controller box sent out to you next week. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait, Jason. That's awesome. I'm excited to try it out. I'm just happy the live is working. Last few days, just trouble after trouble, but everything seems to be working smoothly today. T. Gibbs, good morning. There's 10 gifted memberships. That's 2 entries for next Thursday. I need to get a pad so I can write that down. Hold on one sec, folks, so I can start my new tally. All right, that was Brian Middleton. Yep, okay. Let me get you on the new tally, brother. And that is for the North Georgia Fat 10 that we're giving away at the end of the month. For those of you that do not know, we are giving a Fat 10 away at the end of the month. Any purchase on stillintheclear.com is an entry. Grains and recipe kits are a double entry. 5 gifted memberships is an entry, and a $9.99 super chat is also an entry. Stack Silver Golden Honey. Rick, always with the friendly reminder. Buy the dip, protect your wealth. Yeah, I get that. This isn't the dip, though, is it? Don't think we're in a dip at the moment, Rick. Where is silver now? Is it still over 50? I'm sure Rick can hit us with the precious metal price. Down $2. I mean, I guess technically you can call that a dip. Gold's at its all-time high right now. Silver around 2.5%. Where do you go to physically purchase gold and silver? I always, I don't really buy much of it anymore, but when I was, there was a pawn shop that would sell at the spot price. That was usually fair enough for me. Yeah, T. Gibbs pawn shop. That's usually where I got mine. Depends. Yeah. Collector Rick says 52.50 on silver. That's pretty high. Pretty high. Shady Funeral Home Directors. Gotta know a guy. Oh, man. It's kind of sad right there. Buying gold teeth, I assume. Whew. Adjusted for inflation, still below 1980 high. The 80s, those were the days, right? Do not forget, if you want to get your entries in for the North Georgia Fat 10, we got 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left. Made a batch of raspberry lemonade and pineapple mango lemonade flavored shine this week. I bet that turned out pretty dadgum good. The raspberry, Mike, on raspberry, it's such a subtle flavor. I like making raspberry wine, but usually, I don't know, usually when it's post flavored moonshine, it seems like I can't get enough raspberry flavor. Good morning, something American. Fucking jolly American. Okay, got it. Good morning. Good looking rig behind you. Let's call that Joe Park Special. I hope we get to call it the Joe Park Special. I hope so. Muscadine. Muscadine? I do like some muscadine wine. Gold's over 79 gram. Turned out great. I used puree. Okay, nice. Mike, have you ever tried raspberry wine? It's pretty. It's one of my favorite ones to make. Speaking of which, it's musky season here, hitting the lake today. How much water and vinegar for a clean and run on a 20-gallon still with electric element? So depends on how far down the electric element is. You want to make sure that you are well above your electric element, but you don't have to fill the still all the way up. My guess is 4 or 5 gallons is going to be plenty. It depends on how fat the still is versus how tall it is versus where the element is. But also, like you're only going to steam it for like 30 minutes. So you're not going to lose a lot of the liquid. But you could pour water into your still until you see it cover the element, and then just double that and you'll be good. So if it takes 2 gallons to completely submerge your element, then put 4 gallons in it. I've been thinking of maybe trying my hand at wine and I assume you need mead also. Yeah, you definitely should. There are a lot of things, in my opinion, that are better as wine or mead than as a brandy. Muscadine is a perfect example. When I have distilled muscadine, I wish I had left it as wine. And like I said, raspberry, I prefer to leave it as wine. Scott Bryant with the jars and the Cyrus. Thank you, brother. How much vinegar and water should I put in the new setup for cleaning run, 10-gallon? Same thing. So if you're using an element, figure out how much liquid it takes to completely submerge your element, double that, and that can be a vinegar run. Vinegar, water, half and half for the vinegar and water. Got some wheated bourbon sour mash, been on oak for 11 months. Damn, it's getting good. Hell yeah. I seem to have caught the bug for making my own spirits. It's easy to do. You got to be careful. It easily becomes an obsession. "15 people in the chat right now, only 7 likes. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Let's see if we can get more than 15 people in here. Okay, so it doesn't have to be full with all, no, not at all. Doesn't have to be full. You need enough to be able to steam the entire system for like 30 minutes, which doesn't take a lot. You just have to make sure your element stays submerged the whole time. Have not bought store booze in over 2 years. Yeah, me either. It's been
Hello, Moto.
decline. Sorry about that, guys. Every day I'm making a batch to ferment or distilling a batch. That's awesome. Playing Mad Scientist. Oh, playing Mad Scientist. Well, where'd it go? It's definitely an obsession. Yeah. Hello, Moto. Neil Olson made a wine out of pears out of curiosity, and it turned out damn good. Yeah, pear wine is good. Got an 18.5 gallon football head Beaver off auction site. Should be making first run with it next week when I'm finally off. Awesome, Brian. Those are good stills too. The Lombardis, as we call them. If you're going to get a Beaver, get the Lombardi. I turned down my ringer thinking it was my phone. Yeah, sorry about that. I still need to turn my do not disturb on. Problem is I turn my do not disturb on, then I forget it's on, and my do not disturb is on all day long. I miss calls and texts and everything. Man, I'm really not looking forward to these next 2 weeks of trying to get this shop cleaned out and moved. Not fun. Looks like my chat may have stopped. The last chat I see is Mud Grips. Oh no, there it is. Okay, Mike Carter. Cornmeal was one of my best purchases. Nice. If someone calls it back to back, it overrides the do not disturb. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Dwayne, we are moving. We're moving over to Highway 271, and I'll be changing the address on Google. We're just moving about 8 miles away. Not moving too far. And for all the locals who want to continue to buy, we'll be available for that. But I'm not going to have like a regular walk-in shop. And it's just going to be a warehouse, and we're just going completely online, except for regular customers and locals who know we move. We just won't have like regular business hours, and so like if you want to come by to pick stuff up, you'll have to give us a call and let us know you're coming and when, and we'll make sure we're there and open so that you can pick up whatever you need. It'll also be cash only, so I'm going to get rid of the register, the credit card thing and all that. Also, if I can figure it out, I'm going to make an option on the website where you can buy on the website, but opt to pick it up in person as opposed to have it shipped. Alan Hilly, that worked good. I'm not sure what you're referencing, Alan. Idea for your next year's Shine Festival, live cam the event. Yeah, I wanted to do that this year, but I was just too wound up and nervous about the whole thing just going off well. But next year I will definitely I'll probably have someone in charge of just live streaming the whole thing. It probably won't be me. But yeah, I'd like to do that. That's a good idea. We had a ton of ideas for this year's live or for this year's Shine On Festival that did not come to fruition because we were just kind of overwhelmed by just pulling the daggum thing off. Like we almost didn't get our permit. We had filled everything out for the permit way in advance. And then at the last minute, the state starts telling us how we screwed up. Almost didn't happen at all. It was pretty nerve wracking. Just place the camera up on a totem and wave hi to the camera and move on about your day. Everybody is free to do their thing about operating the camera. Better take shifts or they'll be stumbling around after a few hours. I like come up, get some blackstrap molasses. We don't carry it, Alan. We don't carry any blackstrap. Blackstrap is something I can't find a good wholesaler for, and so I wouldn't be able to compete on price. Like I wouldn't even be able to come close to like an Amazon price or something like that. How's the beer stuff going? I don't have any beer going at the moment. I need to get some more going for sure. Morning, Papa. Back porch. There's a YouTube link Collector Rick has thrown out there for you. What is that for? Back porch. I'd rather pay a higher price to support a local mom and pop than some big corporation giving me a discount. Yeah, I get that. I get that, Mud Grips. And most of my stuff, though, if I can keep it, say you can get something on Amazon for $9. If I can price it at least 12, then I'll keep it. But if I can't, most people are just going to go to Amazon anyway. And so I just end up with stock that doesn't sell fast enough. Subs, man. Okay. Back porch says won't let him open it. Collector Rick, is that your own YouTube channel? Is that what that link is? I don't know. Collector Rick, if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, you got to let us know. We'll send everybody over there, as many people as we can. Ricky Bay, good morning. Don't forget, everybody, we are giving away a Fat 10 copper still from North Georgia at the end of the month. Get your entries in while you can. There's already 18 people on the Distiller's Wheel of Doom and Despair. We're going to draw 5 more names Thursday and 5 more names next Thursday. And then we're going to find the winner. Papa, how to? How to, Papa? How to what? Back Porch Distillery subscribe. So it's for Back Porch's channel. Well, let's all go over there and subscribe to Back Porch Distillery. I may already be subscribed. Oh, how to win this deal. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. So you can go to stillintheclear.com. Any purchase on Still in the Clear is an entry for the still. Grains and recipe kits are double entries. Every $9.99 super chat is an entry for the still, and every 5 gifted memberships is an entry for the still. We draw every Thursday night during the live. So you can watch the drawing live. It's a random generator on the computer that does it. Randy's in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Randy, look what we're giving away this month. The Fat 10 from North Georgia. Woohoo! That's a good one. She's a good one. See you, my grips. Spend some time with that little baby. Awesome. I'll see you soon for a few purchases. Awesome. Come on. Closed on Mondays now. Well, the website's open. Shop is closed on Mondays now. Also, I do take lunch hours sometimes, and I'll put a note on the door saying be back by such and such time, but it's usually not a lunch. I'm actually like going and running errands, trying to get everything settled for the new place and all that. Dad wants to go for a ride today. Well, hell yeah. My copper still. All right. Looks like it's going to be a great Saturday. It's nice here. The highs are only going to be in the 70s, so it's going to be a beautiful day here. I think it's the low 70s at that. 21 people in the live right now. Thank you all for being here. 11 thumbs up. Give us some more thumbs up. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, give us one. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. Today's a corn mash. Must be raining where Papa is. Nice, Randy. Corn mash, one of my favorites. Love that corn liquor. You know who we haven't seen in here this morning? Joe. Joe has not made it. Or she's just lurking and hadn't said hi. That happens too. We hadn't seen Holly in here either. Or Charlene, or Richard. We're missing a few this morning. Bloody Butcher and Red Wheat's at 1.010, almost done. Hell yeah. Oh, is Holly live right now? Okay, gotcha. Nakia, good morning. Mike Root, good corn liquor is the best. I agree. Oak's a no-show too. Yeah. Well, folks, I think I'm going to jump off of here and start getting some work done. It's Saturday, so I will see you guys again on Monday. If you're in the school community, the ABV Society. I will see you tomorrow during the 2 o'clock live, and we'll hang out then. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Y'all, I hope you have a good Saturday, a good weekend. Have a good one.